You know what's crazy? Listen. Listen. You hear that? Sound like a fart cloud because I can't snap. I can't. There's barely any sound coming from it. I don't know why. I never learned to. Someone want to teach me? What's up, guys? It's Dark Gamers here. Today, we are watching
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
another World of Warcraft video. Now, you guys seem to love the World of Warcraft videos, alright? You guys love them, so I guess I'll give it to you. The last comment I had, old dude told me to react to a video by Platinum. I'm not sure if this is the right video. All he said was react to the lore of World of Warcraft by Platinum. He didn't really leave a link, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the right video or not. That's why I tell you guys to leave links, but I'm guessing this is the right video. All right, rise and embarrassing fall of trolls in World of Warcraft. I'm sure this is talking about the whole lore, the rise and fall of the trolls, exactly what it's titled. Hopefully I can get a lot of information from this video. It looks like it's like kind of animated, to be honest. Not really like fan animated, but like kind of like I don't know, kind of animated. I feel like he took the character from the video game, didn't really change the style, but like making him do certain movements that probably isn't actually in the game, which is really cool. But yeah, I hope the video is informative and can teach me a lot about World of Warcraft, because I'm ready to learn. All right, let's get into it. Play.
There are not many other races on Azeroth older than the Trolls. Before there were humans, before there were elves, Tauren, orcs, pandas, the Trolls were there. In this video, we'll talk about the rise of the most powerful empires Azeroth had ever seen, and how they became the struggling kingdoms that were easily overthrown by the other races on Azeroth.
By the way, guys, if you see me scratching the touch of my body a lot, I'm sorry. If you last video I reacted
as we know,
last video I reacted to was about spiders crawling on folks, and I'm a little bit paranoid right now. So, the video freaked me out, man. Check it out. Seriously though. So I apologize if I'm like a little fidgety. All right.
Troll culture comes from the mountains of Zandalar. It was here where trolls first discovered the wild gods, which they called the Loa, primal manifestations of life in Azeroth that became the main focus of their religion. The Zandalari trolls were the most powerful group of trolls at this time, and they lived in the highest parts of the Zandalar Mountains. The villages in these mountains would slowly develop into the humongous city of Zuldazar we know today. Zandalari society was built on a class structure called a caste system, meaning that trolls are born into a position of power or destined to be a lower class without much wiggle room. It's important to point out that the Zandalari trolls are the trolliest trolls around and have a lot of respect from the other tribes. Their society is all about recording troll history, worshipping the Loa, and maintaining the holy ground their city is built on and progressing their society. Without the Zandalari, trolls as a species would have never had a chance. And over time, other tribes started to form under the shadows of the Zandalari. Tribes like the jungle trolls of the Gurubashi, the forest trolls of the Amani,
What the heck is that,
and the frost trolls of the Trakari. The Zandalari remained relatively peaceful with these tribes, as it was their mission to develop all of trollkind, not just themselves. Besides, they had a near infinite amount of land to share, so there was plenty to go around. Now, there was some infighting between tribes to show strength, but the problem was any conflict trolls got into with each other would only lead to heavy casualties on both sides. And besides, the trolls would need to learn to work together and fast, because there would be a very rude awakening in the future.
They got a whole social structure going. Ain't no trolls was so like civilized.
So the trolls had almost limitless resources and land to explore, but there was one place that was forbidden. At the base of the Zandalar Mountains, there is a mound of solid black stones. The dark power of these stones were left untouched for thousands of years until an outcasted shaman by the name of Zando succumbed to the whispers of a mysterious blade that told the troll whatever was under those rocks was an undiscovered powerful Loa.
No!
To awaken whatever power was deep within the
kill?
earth, he performed multiple living sacrifices with the
Some
blade
random dude, I guess.
to appease this unknown power. And I don't think anything positive has ever happened from performing live sacrifices.
Probably never.
So, unsurprisingly, it was not a Loa trapped beneath the earth. It was the old god Cathraxi general named Kithix.
Welcome to Raid Shadow
Kithix
Legends.
just rose
If
from
you're
the
wondering
ground.
just
I don't
what
know
you're
who that
getting
is.
into, Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play game for your PC or Mac running on.
Dang. So what was in the blade? Why was it like telling him to do
Kithix
things?
was alive back when the Titan Keepers were hanging out on Azeroth, I don't know, doing Titan Keeper things. And Kithix got into a scuffle with Tyr, and the two fought in a violent battle filled with explosions and
Exciting.
violence that lasted 6 whole days, before Tyr delivered the final blow by self-destructing against the Cathraxi.
Wow.
The place where this explosion happened was called Tyr's Fall, which in Vicryl tongue translates to Tyr's Fall.
Here's fall.
But anyways, despite Tyr's noble sacrifice, Kithix survived but was gravely wounded. He retreated to the Zandalari Mountains where he collapsed in exhaustion. The Loa sensed this evil presence and buried him so he could never be awakened again. I'm sure they could have just told the trolls, hey, there's a giant goddamn bug monster the size of a skyscraper in the ground, don't dig it up. But they didn't. They decided to stay vague about it, and now the trolls have a huge problem on their hands. Thus began the Aekir and Troll War, a war where the trolls had to use their combined might to fight against Kithix and the Aekir,
Dang.
a bug-like race formed from the organic matter of the old gods. The trolls realized they needed to do something quick,
dude
or
is a
their
bug man.
society would
I
surely
think he's like
collapse
octopus, but
under
he's
the
summoning
old gods'
bug
might.
monsters.
The most powerful troll empires set aside their differences and made the most powerful partnership Azeroth has and probably will ever see. And that's the Empire of Zul. The Zandalari, Gurabashi, Amani, and Drakari tribes united under one banner to kick some major bug ass.
I'm gonna enjoy hurting you.
Well, they are whooping tail, I guess. On one single bout.
The Aekir War lasted centuries, but ended with the Drakari, Gurabashi, and Armani tribes hunting down the retreating bugs to annihilate them for good so they'd never be a threat again. The Amani in particular hunted down Kithix in a suicide mission that ended with a majority of the Amani trolls dead, but they slayed the demigod and became legends in troll history.
He wanted that title.
Because the troll
wanted that
tribes were
final
now
kill.
so far away from each other, they became more insular and established their own unique cultures and history, but the Zandalari Mountains remained a place of
Chapter 3, The Thunder King. Let's say thundering.
Oh, Zul'Thara, leader of the Zandalari.
Who is this dude?
I have
He sound like a
proposition
monster.
for you.
Lei Shen,
The
leader
Thunder
of the
King.
Mogu, reached out to form an
This is like a
alliance with the
bastard.
Zandalari. The two races were the most powerful forces on Azeroth at this time, and a war between them would be mutually assured destruction. So their partnership was more one of complacency. The Mogu promised a large section of Pandaria in exchange for their aid, and the Zandalari were suffering after heavy losses during the Aekir War, so they partnered up with the Lei Shen and the Mogu. Lei Shen was a good partner to have because he was kind of a badass. I mean, the dude literally pulled the heart out of the Titan Keeper Ra
Like
and
Kratos.
absorbed his power and fought the wild god Zulin in a battle that lasted 30 days.
Holy crap.
So he's definitely a guy that you want on your team. The Zandalari would accompany Lei Shen in his next conquest for power in Oldham. The plan was to take control over the Forge of Origination. The Forge was an immensely powerful Titan Forge device that had the ability to eradicate all life on Azeroth if it became too corrupt. Lei Shen with his Mogu armies and Zolthera, the High Priest of the Zandalari with their troll armies, marched side by side to seize control of the Forge.
Open up the forge. Stop having it be closed.
Lei Shen said. The race called the
Stop having it
Tol'vir
be
were created
closed.
to protect the Forge of Origination and ignored Lei Shen's orders. They quickly realized, though, that they didn't stand a chance against the two armies, so they decided to edit some code in the Forge of Origination and not nuke all of Azeroth, just Oldham.
Oh my goodness, they set off a nuke? What the fuck? Holy crap.
Hi, guess what? It's ad time. Do you like WoW lore? Do you like getting things for free? I do. That's why I'd like to share a special deal with you. Yeah, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. If you go to audibletrial.com/plat, you can get a free audiobook. Look at all these cool Warcraft books they have on there. Wow, that's crazy. Or you could get a non-Warcraft audiobook. But the one that I'd recommend is Shadows Rising. It's the newest book, just came out. It talks about the events leading up to Shadowlands. It's voiced by Princess Talanji, and you can get it for free and support me and get a great product in the process. Just go to audibletrial.com/plat to get your 30-day free trial. That is audibletrial.com/plat. Get it. Okay, now I'm flying away in space. I'm flying away. Back to the video.
So who
The
survived?
scorched land of Oldham
no one survive
turned
that
into a
freaking nuke?
barren desert, and Lei Shen, the high leadership of the Zandalari, and all their forces were obliterated in an instant.
I assume they're dead.
This sudden dismantling of leadership created a power vacuum for both empires. In the lands of Pandaria, this allowed the Pandaren to be victorious in their revolution against their slave masters. For the Zandalari, it was a scramble for power that made the wounded empire very cumbersome with their decision-making. The big question for the Zandalari was, so Lei Shen is dead, do we still get that land in Pandaria he promised?
No, not at all.
The Pandaren now ruled the lands the Zandalari were promised, so they decided to take it by force. The Zandalari Troll Wars had begun when the Trolls descended upon Pandaria and easily took over the lands of Kunlai and pushed into the Jade Forest. Victory was in reach until some random Pandaren named Zhang created the Order of the Cloud Serpents and destroyed the Zandalari armies, forcing the Trolls to retreat back to their home and lick their wounds.
The pandas ride on dragons.
2 defeats in a row for the Zandalari. It could be better, but nothing could prepare them for the next major blow to Trolls as an entire race.
Enlisted is the free,
Right
brand
on
new
the
online
lizard
World War
dragons,
II
too.
shooter. Command a squad of soldiers and participate in legendary battles of the
The
Second
American
World.
dragons. Snake-looking dragons.
During this whole time, a small subsect of trolls called Dark Trolls migrated to the very center of Azeroth near the Well of Eternity, a source of infinite arcane power. Over generations, the Well of Eternity would transform these trolls into a whole different race. They developed glowing silver eyes, they lost their tusks, they stood up straight, they had 10 fingers, 10 toes,
10?
and these were not trolls anymore. These were the first ever Kaldurai. This newly
Night
evolved
elves?
race adopted their own cultures, religion,
Trolls
and
become
harnessed the
elves?
powers of the infinite amount of magic their society was built on. The sheer strength of the Kaldurai grew exponentially. These virtually immortal, extremely magically gifted, arcane-wielding assholes spread like a plague across Azeroth. The disjointed and barely functioning empire of Zul stood little chance against the powerful might of the Kaldurai Empire and their leader, Queen Ajara. The fact of the matter was, the elves could squash the trolls in an instant if they wanted to. So Queen Ajara told the trolls that if they stopped all forms of expansion of their empires, she'd let them live as a subservient to the Kaldorei Empire's rule. Imagine being a troll at this time. You are a race favored by the gods you worship. A race that has a history of being the strongest empire in existence, filled with conquest, rich cultural history, and immense pride.
Got no more.
Then, all of a sudden, a race who were once trolls, perverted by the power of arcane magic, have the ability to easily topple your empire and absolutely humiliate you into being a complacent empire forced under the Kaldorei rule or face total annihilation. This event filled the trolls with great resentment, a resentment that can still be felt to this day. One phrase continues to echo through every troll's mind. Man, fuck elves. All my tribe hates elves. And what's even worse is these dumbass elves started a war that introduced demons onto Azeroth, and the war ended with the whole world exploding.
My goodness.
Now, almost every single troll tribe was completely disconnected from each other. Thankfully, the Holy Land of the Zandalari had a trick up their sleeve. It's called plot armor, and during the sundering of the world, they had a magical shield that protected Zuldazar. But still, the heart of troll culture was now an island totally separated from every other tribe. Join me in the next video where we go over every single tribe and discover their fate after this devastating moment in Azeroth's history. And spoilers, almost every single tribe dies in a horrible, horrible, slow, painful death.
What? They all die? No way. All right. Okay, I did learn some stuff there. Old dude back another video talking like a freaking Sonic in the Flash together mixed. This dude explained it pretty well. He's very comedic. I love the animation and the story. Freaking amazing. I don't really want to say anything about the story, but like, you know, because I don't know anything about Warcraft. I'm learning still, so I don't want to say anything that's gonna sound stupid, you know, because I don't know anything. Anything can come out of my mouth. So, you know, I'm not gonna say anything, but trolls are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Trolls are pretty cool. But I think elves are cooler, to be honest. I know he said the elves pretty much screwed the trolls over, but I think elves are pretty awesome. They just look awesome, man. And they're powerful as crap. I don't know who old girl was, but I don't want to know her name. Wait a minute. So wait. So what is the other video what's the next part to this video? Guys, I don't know what other part there is. It doesn't say part 2. Unless this is very recent. Was this like his latest upload? I don't know what the other video is. Y'all can just leave the link or tell me what video to watch next. Maybe you want me to watch something else. Stop that. Yeah, just tell me what else to watch. What I'm supposed to be watching next. Where's part 2 to this? Because I want to see it. Leave a link or tell me. I'd rather you leave the link so I don't get confused. But I hope you enjoyed that video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. If not, you can still leave a like. I mean, I still like likes. Who doesn't like likes? And with that being said, if you guys have any other reactions you want me to react to, just leave a link down below. I have a problem with I always look at this freaking computer. I should be looking at y'all. Don't y'all want to see my eyes? Probably not. Listen, if you guys want me to react to any other videos, leave a link down below so I know what it is that you want me to react to, and make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna say it again. Subscribe, and leave a like. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later. Bye.